Welcome back, you guys. I am so excited for today's video, and not only because it's very late, but because I love these types of videos. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the palettes that I tried in the month of February. We have 10 palettes here, and there are some really good ones, and I'm excited to get into it. So even though it was like the Valentine's Day month, we still have a lot of cool things in here, more than just your typical pink kind of palettes, and some of these were really amazing. Honestly, they are all great quality, but I had to rank them somehow, so I ranked them based off of my preferences, and I do have looks up with all of these if you guys are interested, and I've had so much fun with all of these, but I can't wait to tell you which ones are the best of the best. So let's go ahead and get started. This squeaky chair is going to be the end of me. I'm so glad that it broke, and now I have to buy another chair. It should be here soon, and I cannot wait. I'm so sick of it. Every time like I go to say something, it squeaks really loud, and it's getting like way worse, but that's all besides the point. I did film this look with the newest collection from Dive, the Silver and Cold collection, which is so freaking awesome. That video should be coming up. If it's not up already, it will be look number 3. I could not stop myself. I had to create at least 3 looks in that video, and I love them all so much. So stay tuned and check it out if you don't mind. So I only have 10 palettes here to go through, which honestly is a pretty good amount for 1 month, but I'm excited. So like I said, these are all great quality, and a lot of these are from some of my top favorite brands. But one thing you must know about me is I don't really care too much for monochromatic palettes or palettes that are too neutral, or they need to have some type of adventure in them that makes me feel excited. So those reasons are why this one is coming in at number 10, and this is from one of my favorite brands, like, of all time, but it is the Pinky Promise from Bella Beauty Bar and Deandra Nicole. This is fantastic quality, and I really love the looks that I created with it, but for me, this one is too monochromatic. But with that being said, I will still get a lot of use out of this. It's just not a standalone palette for me. So I would like using this with Deandra's other collab palette with Bella Beauty Bar, the Ultraviolet. I think she did a really good job on this, and for someone who might love pinks and monochromatic things, you're gonna love this. It is very beautiful. The shimmers are truly just so amazing and breathtaking. Bella Beauty Bar has one of my favorite shimmer formulas of all time, and I think the collaborator did a great job on the palette. It's just we have different personal preferences, and that's why this one is ranking lower. Now coming in at number 9 is another one of my favorite brands, and it is the ARTTITUDE Cosmetics Moonlight Muse. This one for me, I think, is just a little too neutral. This is, however, is such a beautiful palette, and I can still see myself getting use out of this one. But out of this and the other things that I reviewed this month, this one just didn't quite make it to the top of that list. Like I said, I think if you love neutral palettes or neutral looks, I mean, you do have like 4 pops of color in here, you're gonna love this palette. But for me, it is just a little too toned down, but the shimmers and everything in this are really stunning. ARTTITUDE also has a very beautiful formula that I love very much, and they always take my breath away, which is why I continue to repurchase from them every launch, because I love them and I don't want to miss out. Sometimes you get a palette in and it's even better than what it looks online. So that's what I tell myself, you know, when I have those doubts that I might not like it, which is probably not a good way to think. And if you cannot be like that, you are better off. And so is your bank account. But that's all besides the point. So coming in at number 8 and number 7, these two are together because they launched together. These two I got in PR from Nomad, and these are so awesome. I'm pretty sure it was called the Cruise collection, and the only reason these are lower is because they're 2 separate palettes, and I prefer one curated color story. But with that being said, they really stepped it up for this launch. This is amazing. I absolutely love this so much. I really loved the looks that I created with both of these palettes. These shimmers are next level. They are so good, and I love that they made them magnetic, so technically you could create your own 2 palettes out of these color stories, and I do think that is really cool, but I like it. So just because it's lower doesn't mean that I don't love it. The only thing I would change about this launch is I wish it was 1 palette, but I'm not everyone, and not everyone likes what I like. So I also understand why they did it the way they did it, and the highlighters that are in that collection are so freaking good, and I love them so, so much. Coming in at number 6, we have the Made a Monster palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. So this one is kind of similar to the one that Deandra Nicole did with Bella Beauty Bar, but I think this one is my favorite simply because it has like other pops of color within the shimmers and the mattes, and I feel like you can create looks that look different, and I don't know, I like that better. And even though I loved like some of the shimmers more that were in the Bella Beauty Bar palette, the shimmers that are in this palette are breathtaking as well. And I feel like you can just do more like adventurous types of looks because you have these random pops in here as well. You have some very unique shades. These two specifically have very unique bases to them that I've never quite seen before, and they are just so breathtaking. Like, look at this shade, and then like it's a gorgeous palette. She did a very good job on this, and I could not recommend it more. Actually, I was just on the site today doing links for the newest collab palette that Unearthly had, and I saw that this was a whole collection, and I didn't know that. I did pick this one up, and if I would have known that was a whole bundle, I would have purchased the full thing, but I did not know. Coming in at number 5, we have the Grunge Resolution Spit It Out from Ladybug Glow, and this is beautiful. So this one I did pick up myself. And the other one that she launched after this one, I got in PR. I still haven't had the chance to review it yet, but I love this color story so much. It's a very, very good launch and a very good formula as well. This pop of periwinkle in this is just such a brilliant idea, and you also have it in the shimmers as well with the pop of orange. There's like so much you can create with this. It's such a stunning palette. Truly just 10 out of 10. I have no notes. I am so happy with this one. Coming in at number 4, we have the newest launch from Odin's Eye, the collab with Heather Austin. This is the palette of singles that they just launched. I think it is called the Butterfly Spring Collection, or Spring Butterfly. I always say it backwards, but this was such a pleasant surprise and so freaking ridiculously fun. The looks that I created with this palette still live rent-free in my mind. And speaking of rent-free in my mind, the next palette. Oh, one of those looks too. But I'm getting sidetracked. I love this so much. These are the best shimmers I think that Odin's Eye has ever done within formulation and colors. They are just so beautiful, and I love them so much. I love the matte color story and the shimmers. You have some really beautiful, unique shades in here. This orange is breathtaking. And I love this purple too, but there are so many gorgeous shades in this palette. Everything about it, from the outside artwork to the shades on the inside, I think it's just breathtaking. And they did such an amazing job on this together. And I was so happy to receive this one in PR. I definitely would have picked it up regardless, but I love that one. I think it is so beautiful. But as I was saying, the next one, so this is coming in at number 3. This look, it really does live rent-free in my mind, and it is the one that I made with the Quiet Night palette from Clarity Cosmetics. If I can find an up close, I'll pop it up somewhere on the screen, because it's the look I said reminded me of like a 70s couch. The blend on the outside was like one of the most unique blends I think I've ever done. And this is just so breathtaking. I absolutely love this with my whole entire heart. And I think they did such a good job on it. This color story just makes me feel so excited, from the murky greens to the muted blues, and you have the cool tones, you have warm tones, and everything. Like, there's so much to this palette. It is layered with so many beautiful things, and I think it was curated so well, and I'm happy to have this in my hands. I love the artwork packaging too. I think it is so beautiful. But if you have not seen the looks with this one, you have to check them out. Like, I felt inspired by that one. This one too, actually the next two, we are at the top 2, so it goes without saying, I feel excited by these. I felt inspired by these. They are my favorite launches. Some of my favorite launches that we have had so far this whole year. And coming in at number 2, we have the Singe Beauty Succulent Dew palette. Look at her. She is so beautiful. And look at like the little dewdrops on the flowers. Like, it is so pretty. And the blushes were so amazing. I love them so much. Still use them all the time. And this palette is absolutely breathtaking. This was one of my favorite launches that I think it happened like the end of January, but I didn't technically get mine until February. But I absolutely love this. I love this so much. You have so many deep, dark, rich colors, and also these beautiful pops of pastel, and you get depth within the shimmers as well, with the contrasting light and dark shimmers. The color story is absolutely breathtaking. I don't know. I feel like she is getting better with every launch, and she just started out with her A game. This shimmer formula is one of the best that I've found as well, especially when it comes to creating something that is very high shine, like high in the glitzy glam department, but does not crease or flake or transfer and all of that stuff. Like, it's just such a beautiful formula. And I don't know, I think she's done such amazing things. I cannot wait to see what else they launch, because so far I feel like they just knocked it out of the park. And I know most of you already know what my number 1 palette is, and this is probably my number 1 palette so far for the year. I love this. I love this so much, and it is the Dead Roses Part 2 from Bella Beauty Bar, or Volume 2, I think is what they're calling it. But this is me. This is so me in a palette, and I love this so much. It is so murky and just like foresty vibes, and just so beautiful. And you have like these beautiful bright colors in the shimmers. I've used this palette more than any other palette that I've tried so far this year. I cannot get enough of it. All those court dates I've told you about that I've had, this is what I've worn. I went up in there in full glam, ready to go. But this palette does not disappoint. Oh my God, if you ever take my advice on anything, just know this is a good one if you like the color story. you're going to be all up on this because it is so beautiful. And I love it when you have like these murky tones like this and then these bright, like beautiful, bold shimmers. I just love the contrast, the way that looks on the eye. It is like literally show-stopping to where people will just stop and look at you. I cannot tell you the amount of compliments I've gotten while wearing this palette, like out in public. I love it so much. It makes me so happy, and things shouldn't make you happy, I know, but this thing does. I love it. I love the artwork. I have yet to get to use, I have yet to have the chance to use the two Dead Rose palettes together, but if you have, let me know. Is it as good as I have it in my brain? I was thinking about doing like a get ready with me and like using them together, or I don't know if I necessarily want to do a bingo because I feel like I would like to pick the color story out for myself. You know what I mean? But I need to find a good way to do it so that people will actually watch it. But all in all, it's been a good month and we've already started, well, I mean, March is a weekend, and so far I've only reviewed 2 palettes. So with that being said, the 2 that I have reviewed so far this month have been extremely good, and I've loved them, especially the Dive Room collection. That was next level. But I have some things that I wanted to run by you. So I have a few things that I got in, but with my court dates, and if you didn't watch my Get Ready With Me, you can watch that like find out more about the court date and all that stuff, what it's over and everything. But with all of that stuff going on, I wasn't able to get to these as quick as I wanted to, and like some of this is from overseas, so it took long to get to me, which added more time on. And I don't know like how many people actually want to still see stuff with these palettes. So if you do, please let me know down below. So I have the Angelic palette from Cosmic Beauty. This one is really beautiful. I love the shimmer color story. I think it's stunning. And then I really want to do something with this one too, even if it's just a reel. This is the other Ladybug Glow palette. Like, she came in here and meant business. Look at that. Like, that is so stunning. And I got the Rocky Horror Show palette in from Wicked Widow, along with the blush and the highlight palette. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've tried to make myself film with this a few times already. And when I look at it, it's so pretty. But then when I go to think about a look to create, it just, I don't know. I just can't make myself. I feel uninspired, but I've also had a lot of crazy stuff going on. So I'm wondering if that probably has to do with it. Like, my mindset is not in the right place. And if it's not something that really pulls it out of me, then I'm not in it. But like this one, for instance, this just made me want to play with makeup. I was so excited about that one. I still am, but you know what I mean? But let me know if you guys are still interested in any of these products, and if you would like to see videos on them, or if you have any ideas about videos I could do using them, maybe like a 3 looks, 3 palettes type of thing. I would love to hear your thoughts. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you picked up any of these palettes and you have thoughts on them, let us know down below. We would all love to hear from you. I know I would. Even if your opinion differs from mine, I still want to know. But thank you guys so much. I hope you have the best day ever. And until next time, bye.